Okay, so you should be seeing my screen, and this is the intro course that you can get free access to. Now, my main course has like 15 modules, but you get 4 modules for free, just to kind of give you a little taste of what is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of the modules and each of the lessons so you can see what is here, and also give you a little bit of tips along the way. Okay, so the first one is a financial journey. So if we go into that, it tells about my financial journey. Now, my financial journey was, I was a stay-at-home mom for 27 years. And about 15 years into the marriage, it was like, okay, this budgeting it's kind of working, but not totally working. And so that's when I went in search for a better way to manage our money. We had 5 young kids at the point, 5. They were under the age of 12. My youngest was 1. And we were planning our first trip overseas to see my family. And I thought there has to be a better way to plan for the future. So that's when I found the spending plan system. And so in here, you'll kind of hear my little story of that. And it's the best thing that we've ever done financially. Okay. And let me just go on to the next lesson. This is the journey that I can take you on, that I take other spenders on, and I help you become a happy spender. So first of all, what a spending plan is, it is a plan. Just like the house you live in, there was a blueprint of it. Now, you could not live in the blueprint. It was just a piece of paper. You could stand on it, but you couldn't live in it. And so once that blueprint was taken and built a home, then that was your actual home that you could live in. That's the same with the spending plan. A spending plan is your blueprint of your financial spending for the future. Now, budgets are very good in showing you the blueprint, or it's not even a blueprint. It's I don't know what color print that would be. Probably the red print, because a lot of times in the past you might have overspent, but it's showing you your past. Just like all your bank statements, it shows you where you were and where you spent your money. But a spending plan is about the future. Where are you going to spend your money in the future? And that's where the power is. Your money in the past that you spent is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Today is a new beginning, and we can start and go into the future and plan our future. So that's what the spending plan software that is only $10 a month to get access to. And then I can help and train at whatever level you need. And so you are creating your virtual financial life for the future. So once we get it perfect, and the spending plan will show you how to pay all your expenses once you get them all in there. And it's just a one-time enter that I did 19 years ago. Once you get it in there, we get the plan all balanced, make sure you can cover all the 6 types of expenses that we have in life, which that will be another session. And then once we're happy with it, then we get your actual bank accounts and your actual financial life to follow it. Okay, so we do all our experimenting in your virtual spending plan till we know it's 100% right and that it's going to work. And then we go from there to get your actual bank accounts, and we narrow them together, and then we follow our plan. So that's the journey that I take people on. Also, here is a financial triangle. Let me just see if I can enlarge that a bit. Get to 100% would be helpful. Okay, so this is the basis of your finances, of everyone's financial planning. There's your foundations. There's things that you have to organize first before you go up the pyramid or the triangle. And one is you need a budget, or what I say is a spending plan, and you need cash reserve or savings for the expected and the unexpected. And that's what I specialize in. Then also, ideally, you should own your own home. Also, you need to have insurances to protect yourselves from those big things that can financially really injure you or ruin you. So we also then need to think about the future, our superannuation or 401k. We need to think about our retirement as early as possible so that you're not stressing about it closer to retirement. And then as well, you need to protect all those things that you have, your will, with a will and a power of attorney. So that basic foundation is those 6 things are what we need to take care of financially before we go up and start investing in property and doing other types of investing. We need to make sure foundations first, because I've seen many people who have come to me that went kind of straight on into investing, really not knowing what they're doing or trusting someone that gave them some bad advice. And it crumbles. So first things first, then we go at that. And then the top one is speculative, which many of us will never get into, and hopefully you're not into. And that is whatever you invest, you have to be prepared to lose, because it's very, very high risk. Usually only the very wealthy will do that. But I'm seeing more today that people are going into that speculative because they have procrastinated their financial journey and they really need that money, but doesn't always pan out the best way. Okay, so that is that. The next section or module is money stress to money success. So the first one is what is a budget? And so this will explain, and this is how I used to do a budget. 19 years ago, I would get all my bills, and basically I was just dealing with bills. My husband got paid weekly, 52 weeks of the year. So I would add up my bill total for the year, okay? And then I would divide it by 52. So my electricity bill, this is how much a week I needed to put away. My water bill, this is how much I need to put away for all the different bills. Once I got that weekly amount, I added them all up together. And that's the amount I started putting in a separate bills account away from my spending money. But unfortunately, that doesn't always work, because it didn't always work for me. When bills would come up, then sometimes I had the money, but there's a lot of times I didn't. And that's because the budget didn't tell me how much I needed to start with initially in my account, because that's based over 12 months, but we don't have all our money that we earn for 12 months on week 1. And as many of us know, we have some weeks, and it could be January for you, where you have lots of those big bills coming in. And so just by putting away and I remember ours, it was $250 a week. When week 2, something came in for $600. It just didn't work. But a budget didn't tell me how much I needed to start with. And so that's one of the huge benefits of a spending plan. So a budget is really useless information, and it can only take you so far. And then you're kind of left to stress about it. And that's what I did. And so 15 years in, we had planned to go back to the States for the first time as a family, and we were a traditional budget. And I thought there has to be a better way to plan, because we had a great time. We wanted to do it more. And that's when I went in search, and I found something so much better that actually works. Okay, the second lesson. So this is what you're going to get access to. The second lesson in money stress to money success is why people avoid budgeting, the 10 top reasons. And there they are. And so, you can see why and see which ones you resonate with, which is the reason, because every one of those, the spending plan has the answer. Okay, next one is why budgeting is broken. And so it's a report, like a little ebook of why it is broken and why a spending plan is the answer. Next is, what is a spending plan? Okay, well, a spending plan is like having a crystal ball of your future finances, having your future bank statements now, not waiting till it happens. And so seeing into the future, hence my name, ESP, Essential Spending Planner, because ESP is seeing into the future before it happens. And also it's like a GPS that will show you how to pay your expenses, where a budget is just kind of guessing and saying it's possible, where a spending plan will actually show you how to pay your expenses. The difference between a budget and a spending plan is a budget focuses a lot on the past. And people ask me all the time, do you bank feed into the spending plan? And I say no, because it hasn't happened yet. I can't feed something in that hasn't happened yet. A budget, again, is all about the past. A spending plan is all about the future. So no, there is no bank feeds in because it hasn't happened yet. You still have 100% control what's going to happen in the future, where when you're bank feeding in, that's happened. So it's the difference between we're looking forward as opposed to the past. And when we want to get to those mountains to go skiing, we need to look out the windscreen and plan how we're going to get there with our GPS. The past, that rear view mirror, or like budgeting and what we spent in the past, is just a quick view back, a quick glance, and that's it. That's as far as long as we stay in the past in the spending plan, is to see if you followed your plan. So a budget is broken. Budgeting is broken. A traditional budget compares income and expenses and shows that it's possible to pay your expenses, but it does not show you how to pay your expenses. A spending plan adds in that third dimension. Budgeting is two-dimensional, which is budget, income and expenses, and they focus heavily on the income, whereas spending plan has income and expenses, but we focus more on your expenses because that's something you can control. Can't always control your income. And it adds in that third missing dimension of timing, which makes all the difference. It's the timing of your income and the timing of your expenses coming in and out so that you can see. Okay, so what is a spending planner? A spending planner sits between, it was that missing group between a financial counselor, which is when you are really struggling with money and probably close to bankruptcy, have a lot of debt, or a financial planner or advisor where you have excess money and you want to invest or do that. So it's that section in the center that there was no one worries. And sadly, the school systems don't teach us about money. So when people are seeing a financial counselor, it's not their fault because they probably were never taught. Basically, what we were taught by consumerism is buy now and pay later. Don't worry, just buy it now, instant gratification. And so people find themselves in a lot of consumer debt because they are just following what marketing is telling them. So the spending planner in the center is I'm the educator. I educate you about your day-to-day finances, getting you to stop living paycheck to paycheck, getting you to get rid of all your consumer debt and to decrease your mortgages even faster. No one should ever pay a mortgage for 30 years. We paid ours off in 15. So easy, just by adding a few dollars in. A few dollars over time makes a huge difference and cuts lots of time off your loan. So a spending planner is what you need to help you organize your finances, be educated so that you can do better things and achieve your financial goals. Okay, Essential Spending Planner to the rescue. So if you haven't already, go out and check out become my friend on Facebook, get to know me personally. And that is me, Sherri Dumbrell. Then also I invite you to go to Happy Spenders Beyond Budgeting. And this is my Facebook group, my community of happy spenders where people are there. Not all of them are happy yet. Some of them, when I talk about a happy spender, I'm talking a genuine happy spender, one that plans their spending, saves for their spending, and then happily spends with no regrets. When they come home from the shop, they don't think, oh, where's that money coming from? Or regret that purchase because it was impulsive. So I teach people how to become a happy spender by going beyond budgeting to that third dimension into a spending plan. Also, my business group, my business page on Facebook is Essential Spending Planner. And in there, you'll be able to read lots of reviews. I have so many reviews that are being uploaded and that you'll see throughout on this group and on my Instagram account as we get those up there. So we have so many happy spenders, and it happens very quickly too. A spending plan is the answer. Now, this is just a little visual on, and I'll actually play that for you. Let me just share my sound. And this is just an overview.
Have you tried to do what the experts remind us to do every January and set up a budget, only to find that after a short while, it's not working? That's because a budget can only tell you it's possible to pay your expenses. It doesn't tell you how to pay your expenses. A spending plan shows you both. A spending plan maps out your future goals like a GPS and shows you how to pay all the 6 types of expenses. Together, we'll go through your expenses, we'll identify what goes where, and create the right structure. We'll keep you on track and accountable, the same way a coach would by showing you how to track and adjust along the way. You will see any shortfalls, and your plan will give you the ability to prepare to make adjustments and replenish the account before that happens. It is literally like having a future bank statement. Every day, you'll know all your optimal account balances for the next 365 days. You know that a lack of financial knowledge is the leading cause of stress. So, get rid of your money stress and contact myself today like many other people have. You'll love what I can do for you, guaranteed.
Okay. The next one is just a sneak peek into the spending plan software. So it's a 20-minute, but if you really, it's about 12 minutes. You can watch, and it will show you compare a family A to family B, one who kind of has a budget, one who has a spending plan, yet they have the same expenses, and how one will have financial turmoil all year and one will have financial peace. So that's a good sneak peek of the software, which again is only $10 a month. And then there's my services. You can only access this software through a certified spending planner, which I am. And so, yeah, please contact me to learn more about that. The next lesson is money pitfalls. From working with people for the last 5-6 years, I see all the pitfalls. And so this one kind of will help you see what your pitfalls are and which areas you need to improve. And the last one in this one is, what is your why? You have to have a why or a goal, a big goal in mind. You know, some people call it the hairy, audacious goal. You have to have a big goal to keep you focused on living your spending plan. Now, living your spending plan is easy because it's very clear. It's just like following your GPS when you're driving. It tells you exactly where to go and what to do and where not to go. But you have to have that why. And most people prior to 2020 wanted to go on an overseas trip, and they did in first year of having a spending plan. You can do it anytime you want something, as long as you have a plan and you save and time is on your hand. It just depends on how much time you need to save for it. You can achieve your dreams. Okay, so that is that second module. Now, the next one is to learn more about how to start your spending plan journey. And you will see here that there's a few questionnaires. There's an ebook of 25 money truths of how to go from financially flabby to fit. You will get a complimentary session with me for 30 minutes to answer any questions and to give you some more information. You'll learn the benefits of the spending plan. You'll read some testimonials. But again, I ask you to go to my business page, Essential Spending Planner, and read some of the reviews there. I also have a website, essentialspendingplanner.com.au, that have some on there as well. And then it goes into my courses or my services. And so, again, feel free to book a chat. But the one that's coming up very soon, the 6th of April, which is a Wednesday. I have a day class or a night class, depending on your availability, is my 8-week group spending plan course. Now, this one I'm just finishing off this week with a group of about 10. And boy, the results and the achievements they've gotten, even just after the first few weeks. And so what you will get in this 8-week course is it's only $497. Yet if you're under 25, it's $297, because I'm really passionate about helping the younger ones avoid the pitfalls that we may have done. And so it's 8 weeks. There's an hour and a half workshop every week, a day one or a night one, Brisbane time, as well as there's one that's US that is on the Tuesday night, like at 7 o'clock is when that one will run for the US friends. Again, the subscription is only $10 a month for the software, but you get lots of support and some one-on-ones with me during the 8 weeks, as well as we create your plan, and then as we have you start live your plan. So it's a great, great investment. In fact, you will recoup this money probably less than the first month of doing the course, because we have things that we can do that will help you save money right off. I also have a half-day fast-track one, which is just between you and me for 4 hours. You come prepared with all your information that of how you spend your money, which I have a worksheet for that. And we go through and recreate it in that 4 hours and get you to start living it. So that's for those who just can't wait and want to get straight on into it. And then I also have a DIY as well. The DIY you need to kind of be qualified for, because that one I don't give away to just everyone. So the best one is the 8-week one, which again, I'm taking registrations now, and you can sign up for that. And payment plans are available if needed. Okay, and then the last module in the course is a bonus module, which is money mindset lessons. And so there are 5 money mindset lessons that you can work through. They don't take long at all, and there's a worksheet for each of them to help you implement what that step is. And this really helps you understand what your why is, and to really understand the difference between a need, a want, and a really want. We want you to get what you really want and not waste your money on what you think you want, and to ensure that your needs are taken care of and that we can get those as low as possible. So that is that. And so there again, this is the intro course, 4 modules: a financial journey, money minds, money stress to money success. The journey becomes here, and the bonus mindset lessons. But let me tell you, I used to teach the mindset lessons first when I started teaching 5 years ago, but I found very quickly that once people can see their money truth, which the spending plan system shows you, and your partner, it stops all the fighting. No one's saying, no, I'm right, no, he's right. The spending plan is right. And once you see your truth, that will change your mindset faster than any study of mindset or self-control. You will see what you currently have or doing, and you will see that if you make even some small changes, what you can have instead. That is what, and again, it gets you onto your why so that you get what you really want. Okay, so that is the intro course. And so to get access to this, below here, you can just either PM me your email address or put your email address below. As you became a member of the Happy Spenders Beyond Budgeting group, it would have offered that as a free welcome gift. If you didn't, if you by chance didn't see that option, then just personal message me. Like I said, become my personal friend, Sherri Dumbrell, and ask and request to have access. So it's 30-day access to that. If at the end of the 30 days, you've had one of those months and you didn't get full access and get through it, then you'll receive an email anyway, and you can just request to have an additional 30 days. my goal is just to educate you on the difference, that there is something better than a budget and something that actually works and will take you to financial peace so much quicker with using a spending plan. And so if you know anybody else who you want to share this information with, or also get access to the free course, then that's it. I just need their email address so that I can create them an account and a login to get into that. So again, my full course is 15 modules. And so basically it goes through and actually tells, and there's training videos and everything on how to actually use the software. The actual full course is kind of a DIY, but you get that added. I'm not one to say, here's a book or here's a course, good luck, because we all need support. We all need support in our life's journey. And some people can do that, but most of us need to have someone to answer questions and support us. And so that's where I do the weekly workshops that are 90 minutes each, as well as some personal, so that you can succeed. I want you to succeed financially. There is no reason to have financial stress. 1 + 1 is 2. It will never be 3. And it is easy when you have the right information and you have you know your money truth, then it is easy to be good with money. Sorry, my leftovers from COVID, my voice has never recovered. And so, yeah, be curious. In here, it will, like I said, it will give you a free session with me just to ask questions and to see which service will suit you best. But again, I highly recommend the 8-week one. And you'll be seeing some testimonials come out of that as I get those tomorrow, which is our last one of our current course, of the benefits of going through. And the group course, it eliminates all shame, embarrassment, because again, a spending plan is about the future. So when you come in, we're not worried how you are financially in the past. We start with a new day, a new beginning, and we just help you become better in the future. So if you want to learn even a bit more, in less than a half an hour at 12:30 Brisbane time, I do a why budgeting is broken and a spending plan is an answer information webinar. So you'll see the link below of what that Zoom link is. So please come and join me, and I'll take you through some more information, and just so that you can be informed in what would work best for you, and to see if the spending plan is something that you can benefit from. I promise it is, and I promise that you will have financial peace so quickly. Yes, it may show you your truth, and that might be hard to digest initially, but we need to know where we are now to know where we want it, and to admit it, and to make a plan to get to where we want to get. So multiply your time and money by giving yourself emotional permission to invest time and money today for more time and money tomorrow. It's time. It's time to get your finances a silent partner in your life, not that screaming, loud partner that brings a lot of stress to you. Life is to be enjoyed, and money is there to make our world go round, not to make it go pear-shaped. So hope to see you shortly. If not, again, look at the links below and check out my intro course and get free access to that, as well as all the other things that I offer. And just enjoy being in my Facebook group, Happy Spenders Beyond Budgeting, and all that free value and information that you can learn there. Okay, until next time, again, I'll just reiterate that in, say, 20 minutes, I'll be doing my webinar. I also do it again on a Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Brisbane time. And then I hold my courses on Wednesdays, Wednesday 11:30 to 1 or 7 o'clock at night. So that's when you can choose which one you want to go to for the 8-week course. or swap between depending on your schedule that week, as well as they are recorded. And so that again is just $4.97, which is a great investment for your future that will save you thousands and thousands of dollars by being educated with financial literacy and having a proven tool that will totally liberate your finances. Okay, and then if not, we will see you next Tuesday for Essential Money Talks at 11:30 a.m. Brisbane time. Okay, so as I go, I just want to remind you to choose financial peace. It is a choice and not a gift.